Did I lose you? I'm trying to get her back. Snatch mine. You there? I'm pretty sure. I think she was snatch mine. Instagram interrupted our conversation. Instagram interrupted our conversation. Who tapping in? Who tapping in? Who tapping in? Instagram interrupted our conversation. Snatched mine. Text my phone. Snatch mine. 215-989-9858. Text my phone, sister. 215-989-9858. Who tapping in? Who tapping in? Who tapping in? Sister Snatch Mine, are you back? Yes, I know Tyrese personally, and I need some tickets for tomorrow night. My brother Genuine, get at me. I need some tickets. Tyrese, hit your big brother up. Snatch Mine, where you at, Queen? Dallas, Texas. Where's the best soul food restaurant in Dallas? Where's the best soul food restaurant to have lunch in Dallas, Texas tomorrow? Where's the best soul food restaurant in Dallas, Fort Worth? I think something wrong with Snatch Mine. Snatch Mine, text my soul queen. Text my cell phone. 215-989-9858. Text my cell. Who tapping in? Who tapping in? Who tapping in? Sister Leah going once. Sister Leah going twice. Can we go on out to dinner? You got your tongue sticking out your mouth, sister. I'm not sure if you want some kind of a pornographic thing. Why's your tongue sticking out your mouth, sister? I can't let you take me to dinner and your tongue sticking out your mouth. I don't know what you be doing with that tongue, sister. I don't know what you be doing with that tongue, sister. Maybe Instagram not letting nobody tap in. Somebody tap in. Somebody tap. What's happening in Dallas, Texas tomorrow? I'm pulling up at the concert tomorrow night. If you go into the concert, look for Dr. Umar. I'm taking pictures with all my Dallas queens tomorrow night at the TTG BBD concert. Sister Hannah going once. Sister
We're not. Hi. Hi.
Okay, ladies. I want to do a ethnicity check if y'all don't mind.
Okay.
What are the ethnicities here?
I'm East African.
You're East
Um.
African?
Can
Okay.
you guess
Now,
ours?
hold on. Let's stay with that East African for a minute. What is your mother's ethnicity and what is your father's ethnicity?
My mother's white,
Okay.
and my dad is Ugandan.
He's Ugandan.
Hmm
He's black Ugandan.
black Ugandan.
Okay.
Oh, she's
So you're mixed
not lying.
race. How do you identify though on the regular basis?
Black.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Young lady on my right. What is
Hi.
your ethnicity?
Wait, you should guess.
You're Asian, but I'm not sure which nationality.
Okay, wait, that's close. I'm South Asian. I'm
Yes.
Bengali.
Okay. Are you related to Vice President Kamala Harris by chance?
She's actually Indian.
Okay. Well, she's South Asian. India is South
I'm
Asian.
I'm from Bangladesh.
Okay. You're from Bangladesh. And
Yes.
do you date black men?
See,
Miss
that's the thing.
Bangladesh.
Actually, that was our question.
That
Do
was
you
our
think
question.
it's okay?
Go ahead. What's the question? Go ahead.
You ask.
Do you think it's okay for a black woman, or for a brown woman to be with a black king?
No, because black kings need to be saved for black queens.
Okay.
That's understandable. I get it.
Okay. But what if it's like a security guard at the club who's like always going for her and he like they're kind of cute together?
He has low self-esteem. I want you to tell him he has low self-esteem.
You want to
Tell
sound?
him Dr.
Okay.
Umar said, stop brown bunny hunting and go get you a chocolate goddess. That's what you tell
A
him.
chocolate goddess.
That's right. And I should get myself an Indian man. You're
There
right.
there you go.
You're
There
right.
you
No,
go.
I'm
you're
gonna
so
get
right.
myself a South Asian man
Now
and black king.
you could get you a Caucasian. You
No,
could get
I'm
you an
okay.
Arab.
He doesn't like
I
Caucasians.
don't like Caucasians.
What's
That's
wrong
not
with it? Why you don't want to date a Caucasian?
that's not the one for me.
Okay. Now let me go back over to my mixed race queen. Do you date white men?
I do.
You do.
I do.
Why don't you date black men?
Because one, I'm at a university where there's not a lot of black men.
But you, where do y'all live at?
We're in Boston.
Okay, so you're in the United States. Okay, but Boston has a lot of black men in Boston.
Not in our school.
Yeah, not in our school.
But you could date a black man from another school. I just spoke at the University of Massachusetts earlier this year, main campus.
And
There was
She does date mountain men.
mountain men.
I do like a mountain man.
Listen, my mixed race queen. Hold on. My mixed race queen. You said you identify as black.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't believe you because you just said you date white males. So something tells me
don't
you
think those
identify
people exist?
something tells me you identify as mixed race, not black.
I think I identify as black, but then if you ask more, I'll explain that I'm.
The fact that you don't date black men,
I
but you
do date black
describe
men, but I also date white men.
but you also date white men. If you had an ideal husband, I believe he would be Caucasian, would he not?
yes, he would be.
Even your friend said it.
I'm
Even
sorry,
your
I'm not a
friend said it.
liar. I'm
Even
sorry,
your
I'm not.
friend said you want a white man. So
She wants a white man.
so that tells me that you have a more mixed race identity instead of a pro black identity.
Can you don't think those can coexist?
No. Okay. You're mixed race genetically.
Okay.
Politically, you can only be one race. Politically.
Okay. Okay.
And so you have to pick a side. You can't ride the fence.
Okay.
So you have to decide if you're going to be African all the time or mixed race all the time.
I had a question.
Sure.
Do you think that the Indian people need their own Dr. Umar?
Well, the East Indian community is doing quite well. They're one of the largest countries in the world in terms of population. They are about to be the epicenter of the IT world. So, see, Dr. Umar exists because African people are socially, politically, and economically at the bottom of the human ladder. Slavery and colonization set us back significantly. And unfortunately, due to global white racism, okay, and also due to multicultural brainwash, black people continue to stay near the bottom, and black leadership has done a horrible job of helping us to get to where. So Dr. Umar is necessary because God's first people, God's original people, we have to go back to our ancient glory. And so I am a rallier. I'm trying to rally my people to reclaim our ancient greatness before it's too late.
That's beautiful, and I appreciate it.
See, so, but I want you to. You're gonna have to go on my mixed race African retreat because I'm
There's
gonna
a
get you.
retreat. You said there's a retreat.
I'm gonna get your blackness back. You have to go to the mixed race. I'm having a
Okay.
retreat for mixed race Africans so we
Okay.
can baptize you back into your blackness because you're losing it in Boston. Them white boys, they're snatching what little melanin you have, and we got to save the little bit you got left. So I need you to stop.
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
You're
you to
right.
stop bunny hopping and
You're
get
right.
back
You're
to the
right.
brothers. They're depleting your melanin. The Caucasians are depleting your melanin, my young sister.
Mhm.
Now, for my Asian sister on the other side, my Bangladesh queen,
I
I appreciate your honesty. I do. But no more black males because you're stealing men from my sisters.
I know. You're right. I won't.
Go go get you a nice Caucasian, a nice Mexican, a nice,
Oh, I want a nice Indian.
how about a nice Arab? That might work for you.
What's a what?
An Arab.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Y'all related anyway, right? The Arabs and the Indian. There's some type of genetic
Maybe. No,
crossover
no.
somewhere.
I don't think we are. I'm
Some
pretty
people say
sure.
that the Indians and the Arabs are the same people.
Hmm. I don't. Yeah, no, I don't know if that's true because Arab is like Middle Eastern and Indians are like South Asian.
Well, remember now, Pakistan, you have Arabs in Pakistan. Pakistan and India share a border.
Yeah.
Remember,
Yeah.
Pakistan was sectioned off, and Pakistanis, there a lot of them are Arabs.
Um, I'm not
There's some
sure.
geographical similarities.
I'm not sure. I feel like they're not, but maybe.
Okay,
I
well,
don't know how closely related they are.
I got you.
Oh.
Thanks for tapping in, ladies. I appreciate
All
y'all.
right.
All
Thank
right
you for
now.
having
Thank
us. That
you.
was so
No
Thank you.
problem,
fun.
ladies. Y'all be
Bye.
blessed. Goodbye now. All right now. All right, family. Who we got tapping in? Identity crisis. Uh, who tapping in? I have a problem with you thirsty black males on here trying to tap into the Bengali young lady. Leave that South Asian alone. How you going to hate on Kamala Harris and turn around and try to kick game to the young Bengali lady? That is a contradiction, my ninja. You bunny hopping ninjas. That is a complete contradiction. Y'all on Dr. Umar's live. Y'all on Dr. Umar's live trying to get at the South Asian. See, you black men, this is why black masculinity is at an all-time low. These Negroes is so thirsty for a non-black woman. They trying to get her number while she's talking to me on the live about racial politics. This is insane. Black man, we need to get it together. Y'all go crazy when y'all see a non-black woman. This is insane. I see what black women are talking about. I think I'm just gonna have to marry all the single women because I don't know what we're gonna do with the rest of you ninjas. I'm just gonna have to marry all the single black queens because I don't know what we're gonna do with the rest of you ninjas. I want to talk to Ra Love. Ra Love, where you at, Ra Love? Where you at, Ra Love? Where you at, sister? Ra Love declined. Ra Love declined. Let me see if Snatch Mind gonna tap it. I'm about to go to the brothers in a minute. Snatch Mind, you back, beautiful?
We're back.
Instagram cut us off. You know that.
It was too powerful of a conversation.
Instagram. And where was we at? Oh, I was asking you about the comment that elders be making, elder queen mothers, when they say the black men of today are not the same as the black men of yesterday. We've lost something. What do you think they mean by that based on what you see from black men? What are we lacking that black women wish we would pick up?
Purpose.
Purpose. You don't think a lot of men have purpose?
I think that a lot of men are more so pushing to the bag and they're leaving God out. And I think that all purpose is driven by God. And I think that when we talk about, oh, I want an alpha man, oh, I want this, I want that, I think we should want a kingdom man. I think that we should want a man who submits himself to God first. Because when he does that, then he's able to properly lead his family, and then it can probably be structured as God, man, woman, child.
I'm with you now. I need you to juxtapose the purpose piece because I'm with you. But
Okay.
when y'all talk to the average sister, they're not talking about purpose. They're talking about pockets.
Yeah. Well, I'm not really the average sister, and I don't hang out with whoever that is. But what I will say is, I think that all of everyone has a purpose, right? Even the women, right? And I think that the women are getting to their own bag because they see that some men aren't able to provide them with that. And so I think in that there comes, with women also being in their purpose and having purpose, I think men are in a position where, because women have educated themselves, and I think that it should be praised in a lot of other societies, the women being educated and all those things, it actually raises the standard for men to want to surpass that. And not that it's even a competition, but it's like, okay, well, the bar is set here now, so let's get above that, right? But instead it's seen as competitive. So in terms of purpose, what I'm saying is where's that labor of love? You know what I mean? Like, what is your labor of love? And the money's going to come. You know what I mean? In that labor of love. And when you find that queen that's going to help you, or even you helping her in her purpose, I think that we've lost the support of one another. You know what I mean? And having that true commitment, true commitment and true dedication to one another. Because, earlier you talked about, like the single women and all that stuff. I think that a lot of the times our people in general are so emotionally underdeveloped that it's difficult. We've been taught to hate each other. And so if something can be taught, it can definitely be untaught. However, it does take time for that to happen. It does take time. That's a lot of deprogramming. That's a lot of, like it's not even just the media. It's everything. It's in everyday society, and how we combat that. We have to be supportive of each other. You know what I mean? And I think that's where, I think even in the struggle, when we saw, in the 1960s, civil rights movement, all that stuff, they were fighting together. And now we see each other fighting against each other. But we have to understand we're on the same team, right? Even if I don't agree with what you say, or you don't agree with what I'm saying, we're not fighting against each other. We're fighting against the principle and how we align ourselves with that principle.
Question: are you single?
Yes.
Now, you're a very balanced, very earthy, non materialistic. At least this is what I get from you. You seem like you would accentuate what a man brings to the table quite well.
I do.
With that being said, why do you think you're still single?
I'm single by choice. I cannot say that I have men try to talk to me all the time. That's never a problem. It's I would say by design and by choice at the moment, just because I'm heavy in my purpose. And in order for me to have a king, he has to also be in his purpose, but he has to also understand that because God has me in such a position, it does mean that, he has to be of a certain caliber. He has to be of a certain, not even, it's not necessarily looking for a type, right? It's not, oh, he has to have money, he has to have this, like you said, earthy, vibey, whatever. It's about the intellect, right? Because at the end of the day, that man is taking care of my mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm looking for who can cultivate this mind, who can bring me closer to God and not from Him, take me from Him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, that's what it's about for me. And the reason that I'm single is because I'm fighting for our children. I'm so busy creating curriculums and doing these plans. I'm up from the top of the morning to the bottom of the night creating plans and helping these babies read that it's difficult to understand a certain schedule of, hey, yeah, I don't have time to, unless you're talking to me about, what you're doing in terms of building yourself and character building. I don't have time to sit there and lollygag on the phone and just you sitting there on FaceTime watching me work.
Yeah, I feel you. What kind of work you do? Because I heard you mentioning curriculum and.
Yeah, okay, so I'm actually a Chief Operating Officer of Howard Hughes Consulting Enterprises, where we do real estate development. We also help people with their credit, and I'm also in charge of the foundation. So the foundational piece is where we take children to Senegal so they can experience, life over and see what life is like in Africa, as well as I had the curriculum for the teaching them how to read. So I can teach a student how to read in 6 months.
Uh,
And so in the foundation, I was able to prove that theory right. And I primarily teach Black children because 70% of the boys aren't passing basic reading and writing exams. And so I was like, that's why I left China. And I was like, why am I teaching children who don't look like me? I'm going to go home and teach students who do look like me and make sure that they're able to get their head up on whatever they need to. So that's what I do.
take my cell because we got to pick up on that conversation we had in Asia.
Yeah.
You able to take it?
Yeah, I messaged you. I was gonna say I wanted to talk to you about education and IEPs because I work with a lot of students who have ADHD and
Mm-hmm.
IEPs, and
Mm-hmm.
I realized that it's behavioral. They categorize them with learning challenges because they can't handle the behavior a lot of the time.
I want you to. Why my TV just came on and I didn't turn it on?
Look, there's a lot of crazy things happening every time we on the chat, Dr.
I
Umar.
feel you. I feel you. Shoot me a text. Put sacred mind so I know it's you.
Come on, sacred minds. It's snatched,
He's.
but I'll
I'm
take
sorry. I'm
sacred.
sorry. Snatch mine.
Okay,
Snatch mine. Put snatch mine on there, and I'm gonna hit you back.
all right, Dr.
We
Umar.
might got to go to the TTG BBD concert tomorrow. Hit me up,
Okay.
beautiful.
All
All
right, have a
right,
blessed
hon.
night.
Thank you, sweetheart. All right, now. It's business, brothers. Consciousness over the cookies. Politics over the punani. Revolution over the romance. Institutions over the intimacy. Business before the bedroom. Y'all know what this is. I'm very focused, brother. I'm going to talk to her about the curriculum, my brothers. I'm talking to her about saving the children, my brothers. Didn't you hear her say she needed some help with the IEP, the special ed? We trying to serve the community, serve the children. It's not about romance, it's about revolution. It's not about romance, it's about revolution. It's politics over the punani. I told you, Negroes, y'all not listening to me. Consciousness over the cookies. I told you. Purpose over the peach cobbler. I told you, Negroes, it's purpose over the peach cobbler. It's liberation over the lotus flower. I told you, ninjas. Let me go to Kev Boogie. Kev Boogie going once. Kev Boogie going twice. Kev Boogie, where you at, Kev Boogie?
I'm here. I'm here. What's good, Dr. Umar? How
Where
you
you
doing,
at,
brother?
King? What city you in?
I'm in Houston, Texas. How you doing
Oh
today, my
man, you
brother?
in Houston, I'm in Dallas. We gonna jump right into it, good brother. What's your take on the whole Puffy situation and why so many sisters want them to hang out to dry when they know men in their own life who've done the same thing?
I'm
Talk.
not gonna lie. I think it's because he is celebrity, and I'm not gonna lie. It's just all of the stuff that's come out is crazy. Me personally, my take on it is like I wasn't even expecting to see all of that. Homeboy, he really went crazy. A lot of the stuff, like it's hard to say that he's not guilty, being everything that we saw. Like it was so much stuff that came out. The videos with him, Justin Bieber, like all types of just it's insane. I don't even know. Be completely honest with you, it was a lot to take in myself because it's like, damn, that's what people do when they get a lot of power, when they get money. Like the greed is insane. He was going crazy.
I feel you. I feel you. What's your take on the dating situation between black men and black women? You yourself, are you single, good brother?
Yeah, I am single now. I just got out of a crazy relationship with a black sister like 4 months ago myself. So
Okay, and
yeah.
if you don't, what led to, without getting too specific, what led to that relationship coming to an end?
Honestly, just she was ungrateful. I felt like it was I never did enough, basically, even though I did a lot. That's like, some women just want too much from somebody, and I'm young. I'm only 22,
Okay.
so my life just getting started. I'm still a young brother, and everybody's circumstances is different. My life was hard. I've been through a lot. A lot of black families, when they come from broken
Mhm.
homes. So, you know, it's a lot when you ain't have both of your parents growing up.
I feel you. And
What a
you
guy.
said, I hear from a lot of black men that they feel the sisters are too ungrateful and unappreciative.
Yep.
But let me flip that on the other side. Do you feel that we as black men are appreciative enough of the sacrifices that black women are making? Is this a two-way thing or is this a one-way thing?
I definitely think it's a two-way thing, but at the same time, when let me see, how do I put this? Because it's definitely a two-way thing. Because at the end of the day, it takes two to tango. Y'all both have to be in. It got to be 100-100. It can't be 50-50. So when y'all not doing the right things and y'all not valuing one another, it like going when I'm trying not to, like, how do I put it? It just got to be 100-100. It got to be 100-100.
You got to be 100. Now, when you say 100, are you looking for your queen to split the economics 50-50 down the middle?
I mean, that depends because at the end of the day, like everybody's financial situation not the same. Not everybody is born into riches or knows people that can help them get in a predicament to where they could achieve those riches. But at the end of the day, if you have somebody with you that's willing to go 50-50, then that shouldn't be a problem. Not every woman nowadays think that that's okay. A lot of these young girls think, that the man should take care of everything and it should be, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. So it just depends on who you with. But that's why. Go ahead,
Do
Umar.
you feel that young black women are too promiscuous? Do you feel that there's a lack of value for the vagina by the black women who have the vagina?
Most definitely.
Why do you
Most
say that? Why
definitely.
do you say that?
And it's just the culture nowadays, new generation. I'm telling you, like the music and everything going on nowadays, social media, the influence is so heavy to where they think that it's okay to chase this lifestyle that they see these celebrities living when that's not who they are. A lot of people nowadays don't have a mind of their own. They just go to whatever's trending. And when Sexy Red and Megan Thee Stallion and all these other people is trending, and everything is coochie this, coochie that, booty hole this. Like, oh, the music is ridiculous, and that's what they singing, and they throwing their ass and they twerking and they going ahead and giving it to whoever, look like they got money, and they end up with whatever they end up with.
Got you. Where you stand right now on the Kamala Harris Donald Trump presidential
I'm
election?
gonna be completely honest with you, brother. I understand what's going on, but at the end of the day, you got to go with the lesser of two evils, and I got to go with Trump, bro. Because Kamala, everything I'm seeing, everything I'm hearing from her, she already been in office almost 4 years now. She's not doing nothing, brother. You got to go with the lesser of two evils. Trump was here, the economy was better, a lot of things was better when he was in office, so I'm gonna have to go with him.
I feel you. I feel you. My last question uh, for you, good brother. Um,
He said I voted Kanye.
huh,
Yo.
child support. A lot of brothers are telling me that child support is the reason why they're not having children. It's the reason why, if they get married, they're not having babies. Some brothers are saying that they're not going to date black women because they don't want to end up in child support, although we know they can end up in child support for any woman. My question to you is, do you think child support is such a crisis issue in our community that it is influencing a lot of men to not get involved with our women? Is child support that big of an issue?
I most definitely do think so, because at the end of the day, I feel like with that, a large part of the control goes to the women. Like, you don't particularly hear about a man putting a woman on child support. Typically, it's a woman putting a man on child support. So with that, like the way that they've already constructed the black communities to be, which is why I love a lot of what you do, even though so many people find it hilarious. I love a lot of what you do, is because the way that they construct our areas and our neighborhoods as a whole is to create conflict between the black race as it is. So it's like, instead of people seeing that and wanting to come together, look at the things that they do to one another, and it's seen every single day. So I just think that you got to be careful who you mess with. That's why you're not supposed to jump into things with people too fast. You're not supposed to have kids too fast. You got to do things the right way, and when you do things the right way, life is just good going forward. So you don't got to worry about that. But
Do
it is what it
you
is.
do you plan to live with your queen before you marry her, or do you prefer to get married first and then move in together? Do you think you should have some experience first
Well,
living together?
typically, if you want to do things the right way, you're not supposed to live with the person before you marry them. I already made the mistake of living with somebody before I got married, and that got me to where I'm at right now. Like, I learned a lot from it. It's not a bad thing, but at the end of the day, you know, I think I'm gonna try to do things the right way, take it a little slower, and then get married first, and then see what happens. But at the same time, you do kind of want to know what it's like being living with somebody first, so that you know who you're marrying, because when you live in a household with somebody, they change. And I do have hair on my chest, by the way. You're not funny. I got hair on my chest. But anyways, yeah, when you live with somebody, you see the real them. So
Got you, got you. Thanks for tapping in, King. Good
I
info.
appreciate you for adding me, brother. Keep on doing your thing, brother.
Likewise, beloved. Be safe, God.
All right, you too.
All right. That was Kev Boogie holding it down for the young Africans. That was Kev Boogie holding it down for the young Africans. JMB Artistry. JMB Artistry. JMB Artistry. Where you at, JMB? JMB, where you at? You saw me today in Walmart. You was at the Walmart checkout, my sister, tonight. You was at the Walmart checkout tonight, my sister.
It's the Prince of Pan-Africanism. How you doing, Queen Mother? I'm at the Pan-African Connection bookstore. All my Black Dollars family, y'all better come spend some money, come show love. They got the books, they got the artwork, they got everything you need. I ain't been in here in a couple years. So I'm about to go visit for the first time in a long time. But it's the Prince of Pan-Africanism about to invade the Pan-African Connection bookstore in Dallas. We in the building. How we doing, my sister? All right. Sure you can.
Will not believe.
Bring your camera right on up, Queen Mother.
She will not believe. Wonderful.
Appreciate you, Queen. No problem, no problem. The Prince of Pan-Africanism is in the building. How you doing, my queen?
I like how he came.
I ain't been to the Pan-African Connection in so many years. I had to come on through.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm in town to keynote the Black Contractors Founders Day tomorrow at the Hyatt. It's sold out, but I said, let me come on down. Will do, will do. I see we got the Pan-African tees. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, man. Definitely need the Pan-African tees. Right on the money. Soon when I walk in. The bookstore tee. I can rock the bookstore tee. Definitely going to get that. That's a 2XL. See what else we going to do. Gremlin. That's the HBCUs. The Kwanzaa principles. What's going on, King? All right. Might need some of this artwork for FDMG. Might need some artwork for FDMG. Wow. Let's see what else. Oh, man. These slave chains the real deal? Get out of here. Are you kidding me? Wow. Are you kidding me? Oh man, look at that. That's the neck. That's the neck and the wrists. Wow. Not selling trauma, remembering trauma. If you don't know where you've been, you don't know where you're going. We not selling trauma, we remembering trauma. That's 5. Couple of them.
You got to show me that. I have to show it to you. I already looked at that, baby.
Wow.
Now you can put it on your holiday wish list. Right there. I already saw this in the middle of the time. I got a white one at the house. That one 200.
How you doing there, beautiful?
How are you?
All right.
I heard a lot about you.
Were you on that set last time?
You.
No.
Huh?
Were you one of the sisters on the set last time I did the interview?
No.
Okay. What's the name, Queen?
I'm J Love.
Sister J Love or J Lo?
J Love.
J Love. LOVE.
Yeah.
I got you, Queen.
voice has been gone, y'all, so it's gonna be a struggle. I woke up day before yesterday, it was just flew the coop.
You been screaming and yelling, or y'all been outside event?
I was outside late one day.
Okay.
That might have did it to me. I didn't think about that.
Got you.
Yeah. Just really woke up and I was like,
I feel you.
raspy.
You need that honey and lemon.
Man, I had some. I ain't get a chance to get in this morning. I've been rushing. You probably like, what girls was on the set? It was two girls that was there in the back.
Yeah. I figured she wasn't one of them, though, because they wasn't that curvy. So I figured she wasn't, you know what I mean? They wasn't 5'5" thick in the thighs, so I was.
Listen.
Good looking.
What's that, long sleeve? Yeah.
Oh no, you got long sleeve under the short sleeve.
Yeah. Wait till I see how when I come back, I'm gonna fuck the shirt up. Watch. I'm gonna cut it up this month.
For real? I'm taking them hard.
How long y'all been in this studio?
A month.
Okay, y'all just got here.
Mm-hmm.
Powerful.
Yes, sir.
What month was that we did the last one? Was that was the same weekend that Tennessee State had that football game, that classic. When is that classic normally? September? I want to say it was just starting to get cold.
Yeah.
It was just starting to get cold. I'm gonna ask H, man. What's going on, brother?
Robert, Dr. Umar.
Peace. How we doing? All right, brother. Yes, sir.
This is whole building right here.
Oh man, strong.
What was that here? Last time Umar came.
What month was that? I know TSU had that classic football game. Was that September? Yep. About a year. 13 months, because we October. Yeah, I think so. Because it was just getting cold outside. Yeah.
We did the thing at TSU and we did the game.
Right. We did go to the game.
Was you coming to the Looney podcast later?
What time?
Okay.
To 6?
Yeah, I'll be there. You working or you gonna be with?
I'm gonna be with Doc.
Okay. I know he was working at an event, but just
I'm not.
going merch.
You better know.
I know. I just brought my shirt just in case. Like I don't know if we're going fly, going merch.
Doc, I don't even think we told you kind of the numbers, like how our numbers grew after the episode last time.
They did all right?
Alright. We went from what was it? Like we went from like 2,000 to like where we are now, like 38,000.
Okay, strong.
We had a video, one of your videos did like 9 million.
Okay.
The other one did like 300-some thousand.
Strong.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Sure.
That was great.
Well, y'all flipped this thing, didn't you?
Yeah.
Who did this? You and Chad?
Me and here.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
They put the picture.
I just put these up this morning. Just so
I
we
mean,
can have something.
it looks really good.
Appreciate it.
It really
Seen
good,
them
man.
here, seen them tables. He was like, let's put them tables. Because the first episode, we ain't had no tables.
Yeah.
Then we put them there. He brought the glasses in. Then we put the little plants up there. I was like, we alright.
We alright, I mean.
Switch back when we finish.
I'm here too, dog.
I'm Robert.
My fault. I ain't introduced nobody. My fault.
We man, we can do it.
I had come. I got a call that the great Umar was.
To my Africans in Europe and Asia, the South Pacific. Good Garvey Day to my Caribbean Africans. Good Garvey Day to my South American Africans, my Central American Africans. Good Garvey Day to my Montreal Africans, my Nova Scotia Africans, my Calgary, Alberta Africans. Good Garvey Day to my Oshawa Africans. And good Garvey Day to my Toronto Africans. Today here in Toronto is the Dr. Umar Grand Finale. Today here in Toronto is the Dr. Umar Brothers and sisters, today is the grand finale in Toronto. We will be at the Jamaican Canadian Association. I need all my Canadian Africans to make your way to the Jamaican Canadian Association. I need all of my Canadian Africans, Toronto, Calgary, Ontario, Oshawa, Nova Scotia, Montreal. I need all Canadian Africans to make your way to the Jamaican Canadian Association, 995 Arrow Road, 12 until 8 today. Dr. Umar speaks at 5. 995 Arrow Road in Toronto, Canada. Today, Sunday, October 6th, the Jamaican Canadian Association. From 12 until 8, Dr. Umar speaks at 5. I believe you can get tickets at the door. I believe you can get tickets at the door. You can call 647-919-0466. You can call 647-919-0466. You can call 647-919-0466. You can call 437-922-4831. You can call 437-922-4831. You can call 437-922-4831. Dr. Umar in Toronto, Canada, for the first time in 12 years. Nashville, Tennessee, I will see you Wednesday night. Nashville, Tennessee, I will see you Wednesday night. Nashville, Tennessee, I will see you at the National Museum for African American Music, Wednesday night, October the 9th, 6 p.m., live taping of It's Up There podcast. Dallas, Texas, I will see you Saturday, October the 12th at 6. Dallas, Texas, I will see you Saturday, October the 12th at 6. We will be at the Hyatt Regency Hotel at DFW, the Hyatt Regency Hotel at DFW, the Hyatt Regency Hotel at DFW, 2334 North International Parkway for the United Black Contractors Founders Day. United Black Contractors Founders Day. For more information, 682-224-9600, 682-224-9600, or you can go to UnitedBlackContractors.com. 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 First of all, thank you to all my Canadian African family for showing up and showing out Friday night at the Real Jerk. Had a great time. Last night in Oshawa, they showed up and showed out. Had a great time. And tonight is part 3 of the Ifa Tunde 12-year return. Jamaican Canadian Association. The doors open in 30 minutes at the Jamaican Canadian Association. The doors open in 30 minutes. There's all kinds of speakers, vendors, programs, and activities. There's going to be a movie shown today at the Jamaican Canadian Association to warm up the energy, to raise the vibration for the Prince of Pan-Africanism to come through at 5 p.m. today. For the Prince of Pan-Africanism to come through at 5 p.m. today and metaphorically burn the house down with the message of the millennium at the Jamaican Canadian Association, 995 Arrow Road. I can only be with you for 20 minutes because I have to jump on Philadelphia Radio 900 AM. I can only be with you for 20 minutes because at 12 noon I have an interview on Philadelphia's WURD 900 AM. So when I hop off the live, you all can go to Word 900 AM Philadelphia and listen to the interview with myself and David Barnes. I just wanted to come on here right now to clarify the Date with the Doctor reality show. I want all my African queens to listen up. I want all my African kings to listen up. I want to clarify the Date with the Doctor reality show that's going to be kicking off really, really soon. The Date with the Doctor reality show is really a conversation platform. It is a conversation platform where Black women and I will exchange views and opinions on various issues affecting the world, the African race, and Black women in particular. It will be a platform where Black women can expose their brand, their business, and influence the culture of Black women and influence the culture for Black women. This is going to be an uplifting reality show. There will be no nonsense. It's going to be clean and it's going to be classy. I'm calling it a Date with the Doctor because that is going to be the ambiance. That's going to be the context. That's going to be the background. It's not a real date. Let me say this again. I am not looking for a wife. The ancestors will send them to me when the time is right. Let me say that again. I'm not looking for a wife. And this reality show is not a hunt for a spouse. That is just a platform because I want sisters to have a clean and sexy situation that they're going to be coming into. Do my Black queens understand me? Do my Black queens understand me? Now, most of the Date with the Doctor conversation dinners will be held in the Philadelphia, Delaware, New Jersey area. I repeat, most of the Date with the Doctor dinner conversations, because that's what it really is. It's not really a date. That's how we're going to make it look so we have a nice appeal. But it's really a dinner conversation. So you're going to have to come to me, ladies. You're going to have to come to me, ladies. Most of the time we will be in Delaware. Sometimes we will be in Philadelphia. Sometimes we will be in Jersey. Once in a while, I will take the Date with the Doctor on the road. We will do a few in California, but it won't be often. We will do a few down in Texas, but it won't be often. We will do a few in Omaha, Milwaukee, Detroit, Chicago, but it won't be often. We'll do a few in St. Louis. We'll do a few in Kansas City. We'll do a few in Louisville, in Memphis, in Nashville, but it won't be often. We'll do a few in Ghana, in South Africa, in Kenya, but it won't be often. We'll do a few in Jamaica, in Bahamas, in Bermuda, but it won't be often. We'll do a few in Canada, in Nova Scotia, in Montreal. We'll do a few in Sydney and Melbourne, Australia. We'll do a few of them in London, in Luton, in Wolverhampton, in Liverpool, in Birmingham, in Manchester, in Paris, but it won't be often.
We will take the show on the road, but not often. If you are a sister who is a chef, if you are a sister who is a chef, if you are a brother who is a chef, if you are an elder who is a chef, you must be African. You must identify as African. You cannot be a bunny hopper, or you cannot be confused in any other way. And you know what I'm talking about. You cannot be a bunny hopper, and you cannot be confused in any other way. If you want to be a chef for the Date with the Doctor, we're going to expose the brand and business of our black chefs. If you can cook, and if you can cook well, I need you to text me your name, what types of meals you prepare. Keep it simple. I don't need a book. Vegan, soul food, Caribbean, vegetarian, African. Tell me the various types of meals you can prepare, because with the Date with the Doctor, we're going to expose the business of the chef. We're going to expose how you can contact the chef, and we're going to expose the sister's business and brand that I will be having the dinner conversation with. This is going to be powerful. I want to support black women on a whole new level. But let me say this, black queens. Let me say this, black queens. Let me say this to my global African empresses. In order for you to qualify for the Date with the Doctor, and there will be a forthcoming email address, there will be a forthcoming telephone number, there will be a forthcoming application. But I want all black queens around the galaxy to know right now from Toronto. I want you to know right now from Toronto. And if you have a restaurant that you want to be the location for a filming of Date with the Doctor, if you have a beautiful black restaurant where you can turn the lights down, where you can give us a nice candlelight, where my video crew can really capture the essence of the conversation, we want to expose your black restaurant. We want to expose your black restaurant, but it got to be a nice place. Can't be a hole in the wall. No disrespect. It can't be a hole in the wall. No mice, no roaches, none of that. It got to be a nice, clean, African black restaurant. If you have a restaurant, say, Dr. Umar, I want you to come and do your Date with the Doctor in my restaurant. Dr. Umar, I want you to come do a Date with the Doctor in my restaurant. Okay, very important. International Africans, you can hit me up on WhatsApp. If you got a restaurant in Ghana, you got a restaurant in Panama, you got a restaurant in New Mexico.